What's happening, everybody, ladies and gents, guys and dolls? Yeah, man, it's that time again, 5 p.m. on your dial, and you, of course, tune into yet another exciting episode of Open Studio right here on your favorite DSTV channel 263 with myself, Brad Roman. And today we'll be chatting all about Rose. And that is, of course, all about the Road Accident Fund. In studio, we are joined, as usual, by yet another amazing guest, which goes by the name of Ntombi Kulatsi. He'll be chatting to us in studio all about Rose. Ntombi, welcome to Open Studio.
Thank you so much, Bradley.
Fantastic. Now, before we get on the road with our actual conversation, can you just tell the viewers at home about yourself and also the work that you are doing?
Okay, I'm Ntombi Kulatsi. I'm a regional marketing manager for the Western Cape for Road Accident Fund. And Road Accident Fund is, we're part of government entity which we fall under the Department of Transport, but we are an agency that provides the insurance for the road users of South Africa, compensating them on the accident that they get through the wrongful of a person. Of course, there's always someone that is causing an accident. Yeah, but it's an accident in a way. So we provide the insurance for that. We compensate the road users of South Africa. Okay. Even if you're not South African, of course, as long as you're in the road on the borders of South Africa. Yeah. Yes.
And Toby, straight into my very first question for you.
Yes.
What is the mandate of the Road Accident Fund?
Okay, our mandate as Road Accident Fund is to compensate the road users. That means the victims of the motor vehicle accident. That means if someone is involved in a car accident, our mandate as government is to compensate those people, and we get the money from the levy that each and every person that owns a car or a motorbike pour in a liter of petrol. So we get R1.54 on that, and we get that money through Treasury, and then it goes down to the Department of Transport, and then it comes back to us.
Okay.
Yes.
And obviously, when the accident occurs, right?
Yes.
What exactly is it that that you guys cover and pay for?
Okay. We cover the general damages of a person. For example, Bradley is involved in an accident, and then you break your arm, you break your leg, you'll not be able to do the normal work that you. The accident needs to be seriously. It cannot be just a stretch, and we call that one general damages because remember, it's a pain, suffering, and a serious injury that you occur. And then we pay for the loss of income. Bradley is no longer be able to work. Maybe you're using your hands. Yeah. You no longer be able to work. So we're going to look at how much Bradley was getting each and every end of the month, and then our actuarial will calculate through that, and we give you a money that will compensate that. And then the loss of support for those loved ones that maybe they lost a loved one in a car accident and now there is no one to support them. And then we also pay for the medical expenses, as we are in all the hospitals almost in South Africa, provincial hospitals. We pay for those medical bills because remember, some injuries are so severe that the family or the medical aid, even if the person is got, it just gets finished. So we pay for medical expenses as well. And for funeral benefit as well, which is a small part of it, because that one is whereby the family cannot really pay for the funeral of a family member. And then we pay for funeral expenses as well. Yes.
And also, Ntombi, can you please share with us more about what each cover means?
Okay. Okay, the general damages, as I mentioned, is for the pain that a person is suffering. For example, you're suffering in your arm, you will not be able to use your arm anymore, but it needs to be seriously injured. And when you talk seriously, a head injury is very serious because sometimes you can lose your mental breakdown, or you can be disabled. That means you can need a wheelchair. You need to change your whole of your home. That's why we compensate for that. And then the loss of earnings, you no longer be able to work because now you're on this wheelchair, or you are mentally disturbed because of the accident. And then we pay you for that so that you can be able to live on with your family. Because remember, you still need to eat, your children still need to go to school. And then the loss of income for the loss of support is for myself, my father involved in a car accident, and now I still need to go to school. So myself as Ntombi, as long as I'm still 18 years and underneath, my mother can go and claim from Road Accident Fund, and then Road Accident Fund will give you a monthly income so that my mother can support me.
Okay.
And then the medical, as I mentioned, it relates to the hospital. While you're sitting there in a coma, you recover in a coma, or you still need to do see physio, that is medical expenses that we pay for. And then the funeral expenses, of course, you will not be able to bury. So on that one, we've got like funeral parlors that we partnered with. Like, for example, here in the Western Cape, is the Afbo, is the Dove, and the Solomon's Funeral Parlor. Those are the three that we have in the Western Cape. That we go to them and say, this person lost a loved one yesterday or today, so we need to do funeral examinations. And then we'll provide a casket, and then we pay for those ones that stay in Eastern Cape, of course. Then we'll arrange for the payment of that.
Wow.
But it must not be a luxury funeral, of course.
So there you have it, ladies. Please don't go out and break a nail and expect to be covered, because that's not going to help.
No, it's not going to happen. It's a road accident. It needs to be a road accident. And it must not be the one that was at fault, of course, with our mandate right now. If I'm the cause of the accident, and you also together, I need to prove that I'm not the one that caused the accident. But if it's proven that I'm the one that caused it, I'm not allowed to claim from road accident fund.
Yeah, and also before we go to an ad break, Ntombi, very important question I want to find out from you is when it comes to compensation, how is medical compensation determined or covered?
Okay, for example, I got in an accident and then I go to Tigerberg Hospital. I'll just make a simple example. And then I'm there sitting in the bed. Remember, there are expenses that I'm concurring while I'm sitting there. So what happens is that other people receive those letters when they go home that you owe the hospital this much. You can bring those letters to us and then we pay the hospital. We don't give you money, we pay the hospital. And then if you concur those expenses and you pay it with the medical aid, we need proof that you really paid, and then we compensate you that money that you concurred.
Wow.
We work directly with the Department of Health on that.
Right, but now guys, let's go for a quick commercial break. Do not go anywhere, stay right where we are, because when we come back, we'll be speaking more about Road Accident Fund right here at Open Studio. We'll see you back now.